Hi everyone, my name is Akshita Naik. My husband and I own Alternative Roots Wellness Center. We are based in Essex Junction in Vermont. Thank you so much for watching all of our videos and subscribing to our channel and supporting our small business, especially during these tough times. We really appreciate it. So today I would like to talk about a topic which I think is pretty popular given how many questions I'm asked about it on a very regular basis. So let's talk supplements. So supplements are isolated nutrients and they can be isolated either from naturally occurring substances or synthesized in the lab and sold either in the form of pills, powder, or some type of a liquid extract. They are popular enough that stores have at least one aisle dedicated to them, and some stores have whole departments. So, all of this investment begs the question, are supplements really necessary? It might seem like there should be an easy yes or no answer to this question, but like with all things nutrition, it really depends on the individual, their health status, what else is going on, what medications they're taking, what the goals are, what the expectations are, and many other factors that need to be taken into consideration. If you have no other health concern, no digestive issues, or any specific deficiencies that you're trying to address, then you really are better off spending that extra money on better quality food if it is available to you and trying to incorporate some type of exercise into your lifestyle. However, with age, stress, illness, and things like that, some form of short term supplementation might become necessary, but you need to make sure you speak to a healthcare professional before you start taking anything. So let's talk a little bit more in detail about these things. And the first thing I would like you to understand is that just as the name suggests, supplements are a supplement to a healthy lifestyle and diet. They're not a substitute for a healthy lifestyle and diet. They're by no means a get out of jail free card for you. So you still need to make sure you're addressing the other issues and then using this only as a short term solution. Before you start using supplements, it is best to answer a few questions. So the first question is, are supplements necessary? Well, they can certainly help you manage some nutrient deficiencies and health concerns in the short term. However, for long-term results, it is best to make sure you pay attention to your lifestyle, your diet, your exercise routine, and a lot of other factors that go into it. Supplements work well in the short term because foods in general have more nutrients packaged really well so our bodies can utilize them much better. And so a diet that is rich in fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, high fiber, meat if you do eat that, some grains, this combination will work much better for you. However, if you're unable to get access to these things or unable to manage a healthy lifestyle and diet for any reason, then yes, supplements can certainly help you make up the differences. But it is important to make sure that you take the right ones. The second question is, are there things you should watch out for in supplements? And the answer is yes. There is no federal agency that regulates supplements, so any company can really make it and have and establish claims as they like. And so the burden falls on us, the users, to make sure that we research the company, their claims, and the ingredients and the quality of their product. And this is why talking to a healthcare professional who has done all of this for you becomes so important. The quality is really important because lower quality products are filled with binders and fillers, which in turn can cause issues by themselves. And two very important things is just because something is natural does not automatically make it safe. Supplements can interact with each other and with other medications that you might be on, and so it's very important to know what you're taking and the dosages. With supplements, a lot of people tend to think that, there's no harm in trying it, it's natural, but that's not really true. It depends on the individual. And the second point is, along the same lines, taking something is not better than nothing because, again, this depends on the individual. The third question is, how many supplements should I take? Well, as few as possible and specific ones for specific concerns. Just like medications can interact with each other, Supplements and herbs can interact with each other as well as other medications, and this is why it's important to know what you are taking. An example for this would be if you are on blood thinners, you have to be careful about the dosage of your fish oils as well as any garlic supplements that you might be trying. And that's because all of these have blood thinning effects. And so when you talk to a professional who can help you figure this out, you get the dosages correct so you can get the most benefit without the side effects. Now, dosages can be additive. So if you're taking multiple supplements that have the same nutrient in it, then you have to be careful about that as well. You also have to remember that if you're taking more than 5 pills of any kind, supplements, herbs, medications, there is over a 60% chance that these might be interacting with each other. And if that's the case, it can cause other health concerns as well. So these are just some things to keep in mind. The fourth question is, can you actually digest and absorb all of these supplements, nutrients, and other foods that you might be taking in? You might be spending your money on the best quality foods, the best quality supplements, and a lot of other things. But if your body is unable to digest it and actually absorb the nutrients from it, then that means in some cases you're literally flushing your money down the toilet. So if you have any digestive concerns, those need to be addressed first. What are some of the symptoms you might have if you have digestive issues? If you tend to burp a lot, if food repeats on you after you eat, if you have acid reflux after you eat, if you feel gassy and bloated all the time, if you have constipation or loose bowels, either regularly or alternating with each other, these are all indications that something needs to be addressed before you can get the most bang for your buck. So the fifth question is, what form of the supplement should you take? And this is important because if you take supplement containers from different companies and you turn them around and look at the labels, you might see that even if they claim they're offering the same nutrient, the form of the nutrient might be different. And it's important to know this and understand it because different forms of the supplement are available and utilized in our body to different levels. A good example would be magnesium supplements. The best forms to use in this are a glycinate, a malate, or a citrate because these are more readily available and absorbed in our body. You have to be careful with the dosage of the citrate because it can certainly cause loose bowels. But the one that is most commonly found in supplements is magnesium oxide. This is cheaper, but you don't absorb and utilize as much of it. And so you're not getting the most benefit for the amount of money that you're spending on it. So those are the 5 things I would strongly recommend that you pay attention to if you plan on starting a supplement routine for any reason. It is best to make sure you speak to someone who can help you sort of weed through all of this and make sure that you're actually able to address the concerns that you have with the supplements you plan on taking, and you're not just taking it because somebody said that it worked for them or somebody thought that it would be a good idea for you. Now, one other thing I'd like to talk about is research. Research is very specific, especially when it has to be repeatable and published in a good peer-reviewed journal. You have to be able to follow the methodology and also understand the analysis that was used to reach the conclusions that they did. And this is why there is a lot of nuance to research, which is lost completely when these results are then presented to the public. And I think this is an issue overall with research and anything to do with health, but it is especially true in the field of nutrition. And I think this is why it seems like everyone is always flip-flopping about what nutrient is important for you, what type of diet is important or healthier for you. And this is just because the nuances and the fine print just gets completely lost when it's presented to the general public because headlines grab attention. So this is why I'm really glad for the research and education background that I have. I spent 7 years in a lab working on setting up procedures and understanding analysis and statistics that goes behind all of this. But I've also spent a decade now in the clinical field, so I know how to take those results from the research and apply it in a practical manner into our daily lives, because I think if you're unable to do that, then really the research has no meaning at that point. So I hope I was able to get you some good information to think about if you plan on starting any type of a supplement routine. It really isn't as easy as it seems, and there are many different factors to take into consideration. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, please do not hesitate to leave them right here on our YouTube channel. You can contact us through our Facebook page as well as our website. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated on more videos coming up. And as always, thank you so much for your time and be well.